What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I'm feeling a little festive today, but that does not mean we are doing Christmas stories. We are here for creepypastas, of course. So in this video, we're going to be doing another creepypasta because a lot of people like these creepypasta videos. Thank you guys so much for the support on the last videos I did, especially Ben Drowned. Almost 1,000 views, guys. Thank you so much. It really brings me joy. So this story we're going to be delving into is a lesser known creepypasta. I feel like not many people know about it, but it is still a cool one to talk about. So it is called NoEnd House, and if you haven't heard that, so neither have I actually. So I'm going to be talking about it, and then probably towards the end of the video I'm going to be doing a little narrative story. I don't know if people actually like the stories that I do, but I try my best. So yeah. So let's get started. So No End House is a creepypasta about a mysterious haunted house attraction that promises $500 to anyone who can make it through all of its rooms. And it's written by Brian Russell. The story gained popularity due to its mix of psychological horror and supernatural elements. It's often regarded as one of the most unsettling and surreal creepypastas. The story follows a narrator named David who hears about the No End House through a friend. The attraction boasts that no one has ever completed all the rooms due to its intense psychological terror it delivers. Intrigued, David decides to test his courage. The house consists of 9 rooms, each more horrifying than the last. Initially, the scares are mundane, like cheap Halloween decorations. However, as David progresses, the rooms become increasingly bizarre, personalized, and psychologically torturous. Room 1 to 3 starts off relatively tame with Halloween props and cheap scares. David dismisses them as standard haunted house tricks. Room 4 to 5, the atmosphere becomes unsettling. Shadows move on their own, and the fear begins to feel more invasive. David starts to question what's real. Room 6, reality begins to warp. David encounters a figure that looks like himself, but distorted and malevolent. The house forces him to confront deep fears and insecurities. Room 7 and 8. The environment is completely surreal. David faces entities and scenarios designed to break his sanity, including a black void where his sense of self unravels. Room 9. The final room seems like a return to normalcy. David escapes the house but goes home. But something feels off. When he checks his surroundings, he notices that the room number has changed. It's room 10, implying that the house has followed him, and there's no true escape. Themes and analysis. Psychological terror. The story relies on more mental horror than psychological violence. Or physical violence, God, I can't speak, making it deeply unsettling. Reality versus illusions. As the rooms distort David's perception, the line between reality and the house's tricks become blurred. Personalized fear. The house adapts its horrors to the specific fears of the person inside, making it feel inescapable. The No End House became a classic creepypasta, influencing horror writers and inspiring adaptations, including an episode of the anthology series Channel Zero on Sci-Fi. It's praised for its escalating tension and unpredictable twists, which make readers question what's real alongside the narrator. I heard about the No End House from a friend. A haunted house so terrifying that no one had ever reached the end. The promise of $500 for completion was all I needed to try. How bad could it actually be? The house was unremarkable, sitting in a quiet suburb. Its peeling paint and crooked shutters whispered warnings I ignored. The doorman smiled unnaturally as he let me in. "Good luck," he said, his voice dripping with mockery. Room 1 was laughable. Rubber spiders and fake cobwebs. I smirked thinking it'd be a breeze. Room 2 was colder, the decorations slightly more convincing, but still harmless. By room 3, the laughter stopped. Shadows moved where there were no people, and whispers followed me. Though the room was empty. Room 4 was a forest. The air was thick with a smell of damp earth, and the moon hung low in the sky. I swear I heard something breathing just out of sight. Twigs snapped behind me, but every time I turned, there was nothing. My heart raced as I sprinted to the next door. Room 5 was my childhood bedroom. Every detail was perfect. The faded wallpaper, the creak in the floorboards. On the bed sat a figure. It looked exactly like me, but its face was wrong. Its eyes were black voids, and its mouth twisted into a grin too wide for its face. "Why did you leave me?" it whispered, its voice mine, yet not mine. I bolted for the door, slamming it behind me. Room 6 was endless. A long, dark hallway stretched before me. The walls pulsed like they were alive, and with each step I felt something closing in behind me. When I glanced back, I saw a silhouette, my silhouette, running towards me. I didn't stop until I reached room 7. This room was pitch black. The air was thick and suffocating. I felt something brush against my arm, then my face. I screamed, clawing my way forward until I stumbled into the next room. Room 8 was the worst by far. It was my house, but something was off. The furniture was warped, and the pictures on the wall showed me in places I've never been. My reflection in the mirror didn't move when I did. It smiled. "You're almost home," it said. I ran to the final door, desperate to leave. Room 9 spilled me into the night. I was outside, free. I couldn't believe it. My car was there, waiting. I drove home, my hands trembling on the wheel. When I got to my apartment, I sighed with relief. But as I unlocked the door, I saw it, a small plaque nailed to the wood. Room 10. The door swung open on its own. The house was waiting for me. So that was NoEnd House. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little short one, and you probably haven't really heard about it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.